That's the reason why I decided to start talking about it because it's everybody's experience is different, but also very similar. And I feel that as a very introspective person, a person who really thinks very deeply about things and who was able to articulate certain things, I just felt that it's time for me to turn my trauma into the gift of validation for someone or for people. For me to turn my trauma into the gift of knowing that someone understands you, because I too suffer the way that you do. And also the gift of knowing that you're not alone. Because with a lot of different things in my life, I thought that I was the only person who was experiencing these things. And when I realized that I wasn't, I felt less crazy and I felt less alone. I don't always need people to be there for me physically or talk on the phone, or I don't even like talking on the phone that much. But just knowing that my experience is not just my experience, my reaction is not just my reaction. And it makes it almost, when you feel alone in your suffering, it plays with your mind. And that's what I've dealt with, all my life. And then the invalidation from other people. From people who are dealing with the same thing that just don't want to be honest about it. That's very fucking crazy. But CP, you're not alone. I appreciate you. I am doing well. I do feel a lot better now that I've talked some of these things out. Sorry, I just clicked on something trying to look at see if my video uploaded. But I just appreciate everybody who listens. I would ask that for the sake of getting this out to others, if you all could repost the videos that I just made about complex PTSD, because there are people that are suffering that may not have the words or may not know how to articulate themselves. And they may need, in the moment that they come across a video, to feel some kind of familiarity from somebody. I know how it feels to be alone. I know how it feels to suffer in silence. I know how it feels to have your mind play games with you because it's overwhelmed, it's overburdened, it's undervalidated. Not just invalidated, undervalidated. So I just want people to know that they're not alone. I know that I'm not alone. That's why I made the videos. But there are people out there that think that this experience with this crippling disorder is just theirs. One of the reasons why I read so much about a lot of different things. Oh my God, my eyes are still fucking burning. One of the reasons why I read so much about a lot of things that I've gone through is because it helps me to understand that a lot of the processes that I go through for healing or whatever it may be, literally, the way that you deal with trauma is literally, how am I trying to say this? It's supposed to be that way. The triggers, the avoidance, the weird attachment styles, your response to trauma is literally a symptom of a whole damn disorder, and the whole time, if you don't know about it, you think it's something wrong with you. I'm just here to let people know who have been through extreme complex trauma like I have. And it doesn't matter if you haven't been through extreme trauma, because Some people can go through one event and end up like me. Some people can go through all sorts of things and never be affected by it, from what they can tell. But all of us deserve to be heard. All of us deserve to be validated. And we all deserve to know that things that we experience from what we've experienced are not just restricted to just us. It's not. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Try to get some rest before this phone rings again. But I really do appreciate everybody. And I will be probably going live tomorrow because, baby, they restricted me on all 3 of my pages. So tomorrow I'll get access back to 2 pages. And then Sunday, I'm able to go live on my other page. So I may go live tomorrow and talk about complex PTSD or whatever I feel like talking about. It may be lighthearted, it may be heavy, you never know. But I hope everyone has a good night. I'm going to try to get some rest.